Yeah, guys, am I audible and visible now? Yeah. Am I audible and visible now, guys? Is it audible and visible, everyone? Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, how was your exam, guys? How was your exam? Some exam was there on the Sunday. I hope everyone attempted the exam. Okay. A very good paper it was. Okay, from the tissue topic. Okay, nicely framed questions were there. So I hope some of you are saying, okay, not written, sir. So in the app, I think the question paper might have been uploaded now. So you can check the app. You can check the app, and two questions got silly mistakes, sir. It's okay. See, it's okay not getting 180 in this paper. It's okay because we learn from mistakes. So till the next NEET exam, whatever mistakes you want to do, you can do in the paper. Check your silly mistakes. Check your reading sometimes fast. You are not getting the meaning of the question. Okay, so you have to go through your mistakes. So after every question paper, count your marks. Where the marks, you lose the marks. Error analysis have to be done carefully, because same type of mistake should not be repeated in the next papers. So from every mistake, there is a learning. Learn from that mistake. Don't do that same mistake in the future paper. So it's okay to do mistakes, no problem. I feel the more mistake you do, that is a better thing, so that you improve yourself. So now today, as you know, we have to start with a new topic. So let us start with a new topic, and the new topic is about frog. Yes, we have to discuss about frog, guys. Yes, everyone. You are able to see the slide. You are able to read the content. You are able to see the picture. Tell me. Able to read the content? Just let me know. You are able to read it or not. So topic is frog. Some students are still having some difficulties. They are having doubts, sir, in the NTA syllabus. They have mentioned cockroach also in the NTA syllabus, study of insect. They have mentioned that it is not there. We just have to focus on frog. Last 4 or 5 papers, you have seen clearly, they are not asking anything about cockroach. They are asking mostly about frog. Okay, 2 to 3 questions we can expect from frog. Okay, and very easy scoring topic it is. So just be careful. We should not lose a single question here in this topic. Okay, so let us start with frog. So frog, before starting with the frog, let us study the classification of the frog. Let us quickly discuss the classification of the frog. Earthworm also ledu. Earthworm also not there. Cockroach also not there. We have to only focus on frog. Okay. So let us do the taxonomic position. How to classify frog. So already some things you have already studied. Frog kingdom is Animalia. It belongs to the animal kingdom, Animalia. Phylum Chordata, because it has notochord. Subphylum Vertebrata, because their notochord develops into vertebral column. Superclass Tetrapoda. Superclass Tetrapoda, because they have 2 pair of appendages, upper limb, lower limb, forelimb, hind limbs are there. Class Amphibia. Class Amphibia, dual mode of life. They can live on land also, they can live on water also. So dual mode of life is there, amphibians. Order. Order is Anura. So you have to note this down. Make a note of this, Anura, where Anura is nothing but, see, Ura means a tail. Ura is a Latin word for tail. Tail ledu. It becomes Anura. No tail is there. Some amphibians like salamander may show presence of tail. Salamander is having tail. So their order changes. Salamander order is a Urodales. Urodales, they have the tail. Anura, no tail. Then there is genus Rana. Genus Rana and species Tigrina. So what is the meaning of Rana? Rana is coming from a Latin word which means frog. Rana is a Latin word which means frog. Okay? So Rana word is a Latin word for frog, and Tigrina. Tigrina due to tiger-like spots. Tiger-like spots. So like tiger have the stripes on them. Like they have some irregular spots in their body. That's why Tigrina here we are saying. Okay. Panthera tigris. You have studied Panthera tigris, right? So here, Rana, Tigrina. One thing is missing. Can anyone tell me what is missing in this taxonomic position? One small thing is missing. Can anyone tell me what is that? One thing is missing, guys, in this. Anyone can tell me what is missing here? Yes, Yogi Vardhan got it right. Yes, Bhargav, you got it right. Family is missing. Correct. So what we will write the family here? What we will write about the family? Family is Rani Day. Family is what, guys? Family is Rani Day. Rani Day. R-A-N-I-D-A-E. Rani Day family, just mentioned somewhere in the corner. Rani Day family. So Rani Day is the family for frog. That's all. That is the taxonomic position of our frog. Now, what is the common name of this frog? What is the common name of this frog? Scientific name is Rana tigrina. Scientific name is Rana tigrina. In animal kingdom, you may study the tree frog, the green colored tree frog, Hyla, Hyla, Hyla. The tree frog is there. What is the common name of this frog? The common name of this frog will be the Indian bullfrog. The Indian bullfrog. The Indian bullfrog. Common name will be what, guys? The common name will be the Indian bullfrog. Very heavy. Matlab, the maximum weight they can reach is around 700 to 800 grams. That is their normal weight. So much heavy they are. Okay, fully delicious, full of protein, muscular legs, like you eat chicken leg piece. So there also leg piece is very juicy, thick, muscular, lower limbs are there. Yeah, some people eat it. Some northeastern people, some foreigners, they eat it. It's a delicacy. It is given in NCERT also. It is eaten as a source of food. Is it this given in NCERT, guys? Tell me. The Indian bullfrog, is it given in the NCERT? Indian bullfrog, is it given in NCERT? Yes or no? Is it mentioned in NCERT? Some are saying no, sir. Some are saying yes, sir. Check the summary. Check the summary. Check the summary. Mentioned in the summary of the NCERT. Mentioned where? Mentioned in the summary. So please go in the summary and highlight it. So already some students are repeater. I think repeater students only are there. You have not read the summary. See, this is very wrong. Summary you have to read. So in summary, they have given the common name, the Indian bullfrog. Okay. So don't say, sir, not given in NCERT. Please check in the summary. Okay. Chalo, chill. Okay. Now, we will talk about the general points. Okay. So frog can live on both land and fresh water. Frog can live on both land and fresh water. So they are adapted to land also, fresh water also. Can they live in marine water? Can I put them in the salty water? Can I put them? Can I put them in the salty water? Salt water, marine water, estuary. Will you find them near the estuaries or marine water? No. Salty, high salinity, they cannot tolerate. High salinity, they cannot tolerate. So please be careful. So please be careful. Sometime examiner may try to trick you. Sometime they might try to trick you, write down found in marine water. You are just reading water. You are not reading the marine water. So if it is mentioned in marine water, then it becomes wrong. So it is not correct. So check carefully. Then, since they live on land and fresh water, that's why we call them as amphibians. They live on land and fresh water, that's why we call them as amphibians. Phylum Chordata. Most common species of frog found in India. See, there are many species. Western Ghats is also having thousands of frog species. Here also we are having a lot of species in northeastern Ghats. So a lot of frog species are there. In Amazon, the highest number of species are there. The most common is our Rana tigrina. Okay. Now rainy season is there nearby. So there is the breeding season. Now you can see them more active. They are more visible in this rainy season period. Okay. Moving ahead, already we have discussed. Now let's talk about their regulation of body temperature. Regulation of body temperature. We are warm-blooded animals. We are warm-blooded animals. We are homeotherms. We can regulate a constant body temperature. Being a warm-blooded animal, we can regulate a constant body temperature. Means outside 40 degrees, my temperature is 36.6. Outside 20 degrees, my temperature is 36.6. Because I am a warm-blooded animal, I am able to regulate my body temperature. I am able to have a constant body temperature. Because I am warm-blooded, I can do that. Other mammals can do that. Birds can do that. Because birds and mammals are warm-blooded, they can regulate their body temperature. What about amphibians? What about reptiles? What about Pisces, fishes? They are cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals cannot regulate their body temperature. They don't have that metabolic function to regulate their body temperature. So if I am a frog, let's say, I am a frog. Outside temperature 20, my temperature 20. Outside 40, my temperature 40. Outside 50 degrees, 45 degrees, I cannot tolerate. Frog cannot tolerate very high extreme temperature, very low temperature. In that case, they will go and hide. Hibernation or estivation. So, frogs do not have a constant body temperature. They cannot regulate their body temperature. Their body temperature is regulated by external factors. So, if I give you a statement, outside temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. What will be the frog's body temperature? Outside temperature is 25. What will be the frog body temperature? 25 only. Because they are not able to regulate. Okay. Outside 30 degrees, their temperature will also become 30 degree. Outside 25 degree, there will also become 25 degree. But your body temperature, your body kept in 24, 25, 30, 35. We are able to regulate body temperature. So, their body temperature varies. Underline the word varies. Varies means changes. Their body temperature changes as per the environment. Such animals are called as cold-blooded or poikilotherms. Are we clear? Sir, why frog won't die? They will die in boiling water. They cannot sustain high temperature. I am saying for very high degree temperature, they go under hibernation or estivation. Very high temperature, they cannot tolerate. Okay, moving ahead. Next, frog. Frog can also change their body color. They have some pigmented cells. They can change the body color as per their surrounding. If they are in the grass, they will change it to green color. If they are on the soil or some muddy or dried leaves, brown color part is there, they can change it to brown color. So they are basically hiding in the plain sight. Means they are there in front of you, but you are not able to see them. Because they are camouflaged. They are hidden in the surrounding environment by showing protective coloration, by mimicking the surrounding environment. So two words are very important here: camouflage and mimicry. Let's try to understand that. So what they are saying here, frogs change color while they are in grass or on the dry land. On the grass, greenish in appearance. On the dry land, soil, brownish color. They have the ability to change the color and hide them from the enemies. This is called as camouflage. This is called as camouflage. What is this called? Camouflage. Are we clear? Now, this protective coloration is called as mimicry. Sir, what is mimicry? Mimicry means to copying someone. To copy someone is called as mimicry. Like there are a lot of mimicry artists. There are a lot of comedians who can mimic like actor and actresses. Like there is some comedian who can mimic like Hrithik Roshan, or they can mimic like Anil Kapoor. They can mimic like Sunil Shetty. They can act like different actors like Prabhudeva, or you can have Prabhas, or you have Mahesh. These actors are there in Telugu industry. There are some copies available, cheap copies. Yes, they are mimicking them. So to mimic someone is to copy someone. So if a frog is sitting in the grass, they are copying the color of the grass. That is mimicry, copying the color of grass. And at the same time, they are hidden from the enemies. They are hidden from the enemies, and that is called as camouflage. Am I clear? So camouflage is hiding from the enemies, and mimicry is copying something. Am I clear? Mimicry can be understood in other animals also. Okay, like one snake is there called as a coral snake with red and white stripes. That is a venomous snake. But one more snake is there, a wolf snake. Wolf snake also shows the red and white pattern. So wolf snake is mimicking the color of coral snake. So many of the predators, they don't try to attack the wolf snake thinking it is a coral snake. It will be venomous. Are you getting me? Yes or no? So you might have some snake like cobra. So when cobra gets angry, it makes a structure like this. It gets elevated and the hood is being made. Yes? Some other snake, rat snake. Rat snake will also do like this. To mimic what? To mimic like a cobra snake. I am cobra snake. Don't hold me. Mimicking, copying someone. Are you getting me? Are yes or no? Are you getting me? Like if I started saying here, come on, come on, come on. You guess who I am mimicking now? You guessed it right. When I say start saying loudly, come on to you, and with this sign, you know who I am mimicking now. Are you getting me? Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So see, this is mimicking, copying someone. So frog also does the same thing. Many reptiles also have the same thing. Like chameleon is there, garden calots is there. They can also camouflage. Garden calots can camouflage. They merge with the surrounding environment. So change the color to hide them from the enemy is camouflage. And the protective coloration is mimicry. So be very careful. Remember this line as it is from the NCERT. Changing the color to hide from enemy, camouflage. And this protective coloration is called as mimicry. Are we clear with this? Like for example, find the frog here. Are you able to find the frog? Brown color background, brown color soil is there, dried leaves are there. The frog is sitting in front of you. The frog is sitting in, here frog is sitting, not hiding also. The frog is sitting in front of you, but the frog has changed the color to mimic the surrounding color, and now it has become camouflage. See, frog is copying the color. Frog is copying the color of dried leaves. Frog, listen to me first. What I am saying, listen to me. The whole thing is brownish in color. So frog is mimicking the brown color. It is mimicking the brown color, the dried leaves and the soil. At the same time, it is hidden. You are not able to see. That is camouflage. It is hiding. That is camouflaged. At the same time, it is mimicking the color. So don't worry. There is the frog there. I am not doing any joke. Okay. Some students said me, sir, there is no frog. You are just wasting our time. There is a frog. Look here. Are you able to see the frog now? Are you able to see the frog? It was right in front of you in the middle. Are see na, I have highlighted. Right in front of you in the middle it was sitting. So camouflaging. So camouflaging, you are a snake. You are a snake. You didn't saw it. So camouflaging is to hide in the surrounding color. And the color is mimicking the dried leaves or brown color. So that is mimicry, protective coloration. Are we clear? Now let's go ahead. Okay. Come on. That is the whole idea. If the prey is so easily visible, if the prey becomes, a frog is the prey for the snakes, it becomes easily visible, then frog population will decline. Na? So these are some protective mechanism by the prey. Chalo, let's go ahead. Next, as I told you, frogs are not seen during peak summer and peak winter. When extreme temperature is there, very high temperature and very low temperature, freezing conditions. So frog will take shelter in deep burrows. Using their limbs, they can dug a burrow, they will go, they will sit there, they will sleep there. Their metabolic activity will become very, very slow. They have a unique ability to slow down their metabolism. Once they slow down their metabolism, energy requirement is less. In the frog internal anatomy, we will see, or you might have seen, fat bodies are there. What bodies are there? Fat bodies they store. These fat bodies will be used in this hibernation and estivation period. They are going to use this fat bodies as a source of energy. Okay? So during summer they are sleeping, it is called as estivation. During winter they are sleeping, it is called as hibernation. And during this time, metabolic activity will be very slow. They will be utilizing the fat bodies as a source of energy. Am I clear? We cannot do that. We cannot. Like, let's say I am showing Upavasam today. Okay. I am having Upavasam. So I will sit down, I will lie down, but 1900 calories are required. If I do something, I do not do something. That much will be required. I do not. Warm-blooded animals do not have the special mechanism to slow down their metabolism. Cold-blooded have it. Cold-blooded have it so that they can overcome the harsh conditions. Am I clear? Moving ahead, after this point, next, let's talk about the morphology now. So that was the general characteristic. Now let's talk about the morphology. So when you hold a frog, frog is very difficult to hold. Frog is very difficult to hold. Frog is very difficult to hold because frog is very smooth and slippery. A lot of mucus is there on the body. Okay, you can apply some moisturizer like that. Very smooth and slippery. On their skin, they have mucus glands. On the skin, what they have? Mucus glands. Mucus glands secrete a mucopolysaccharide. Along with the water, it mixes and becomes a slimy layer. Okay, so skin is very moist. Why we need this moist skin in frogs? Why we need moist skin in this frog? Because cutaneous respiration. Breathing via skin also occurs. Gaseous exchange also occurs via skin. So skin always has to be maintained in moist condition. That's why you will never see frog in a deserted environment. Desert area you will not find because there is no water. So water has to be nearby. So frog will be nearby living the water source. Vladimir Putin is asking my height. My height is 5'11". Okay, that will not come as a neat question, but theek hai. Now next, the color. What is the color? We are studying Rana tigrina. We are studying Rana tigrina. Rana tigrina we are studying. Rana tigrina, dorsal side of the body. Back side of the body is which color? Olive green color. Dorsal side means back side. Ventral, belly side area, belly side. The belly side area will be which color? So if I flip the frog, you will see the belly of the frog. Belly of the frog is which color? Belly of the frog is pale yellow color. Belly of the frog is pale yellow. Dorsal side is olive green. Dorsal side olive green with dark irregular spots. Ventral side pale yellow, and frog never drinks water. So what does it drink? Is it drinking wine? Is it drinking sparkling water? No. It absorbs water. Frog never drinks water. It always will be absorbing. So near their pelvic area, below, on the belly side near the pelvic area, they will absorb water through osmosis. They will absorb water through osmosis. So highlight this line. Frog never drinks water. They will absorb from their belly area via osmosis, from the high concentration to low. So basically, if you look at this frog is sitting on the water, it is basically trying to absorb the water through its belly. So it doesn't drink the water. Next, moving ahead. Next, acha. By the way, some frogs of Amazon, like in Amazon, if you see, there is a species of frog called as the arrow frogs. Arrow frogs, along with the mucus gland, they may also show some poison glands. Arrow frog, brightly red colored, bluish, bright red color or bluish color. They are arrow frogs. On that skin, they may also show presence of poison gland. So they are toxic, that cannot be consumed. Rana tigrina, not at all toxic. You can easily cook it and eat it, no problem. Am I clear? Now talking about body of the frog. Body of the frog is divisible into how many parts? Tell me. Body of the frog is divisible into how many parts? Head and trunk. Body of the frog is divided into two parts, that is head and trunk area. Which area? Into head and trunk area, the body is divisible. What is absent? So you can see here, you can see the head. Head is looking like a triangle, yes or no? Head is what shape? Head is a triangular shape. Triangular shape head, and head is projecting outwards. The head is projecting outwards, and that is called as a snout. Something which is projecting outwards, like dog, mouth is projecting forward, snout. Shark, they have a portion projecting forward, it is called as a snout. Remaining body part. So this body part becomes the head. The remaining body part, we will call it as the trunk. So what is absent? Neck and tail ledu. Neck and tail are absent. Neck and tail are absent. Okay. Frog tail is absent. Srinivas Rao, I will tell you. See, tail is present in salamander. Tail is present in salamander. So tail order becomes a urodales. Tail order. The amphibians which have tail, their order becomes a urodale. This guy is anura. This guy is anura. In tadpole stage, they had a tail. In tadpole stage, they had a tail. But during metamorphosis, when the tadpole larva is going under metamorphosis and developing into the frog, then the tail is lost. Salamander will have tail. The order is urodale. Here, neck and tail is absent. Why neck is absent? Why neck is absent? Tail to not required. Why neck is absent? Because imagine you are a frog and you are jumping, hopping, leaping. And if there is a neck, your head will wobble. Your head will shake because neck will wobble like this. When the neck wobble like this, neck is not stable. Head is not stable. When head is not stable, jumping will be not effective. Am I clear? That's why neck has been removed, so that stability on the head is there, so that they can jump. Am I clear? Next. Then there is mouth. Come on, after triangular snout, what we will say? Head and trunk, after what is there? There is a mouth. Above mouth, there is nostrils. So let us say, here is the mouth of the frog. Above the mouth, there are two openings. External nostrils. Above the mouth, there are two openings. External nostrils. Two nostrils, or I can say one pair of nostril. Above the mouth, there is a pair of nostrils for breathing. But obvious for pulmonary respiration, it will help. Then, eyes are bulged. Eyes are bulging outside. See, my eyes are little inside the socket. In some people's eyes are bulging outside. You can literally see the eyeball. Like one disease you study where eyeballs are bulging out, protruded eyeballs. Can you tell me the disease? Hyperthyroidism, Graves' disease. What is it called as? Exophthalmic goiter. Exophthalmic goiter. There also bulging eyes are there. Yes. A frog also have bulging eyes. In them it is normal. In them it is normal. Why frog have bulging eyes? Tell me. Why their eyes are bulging out? Why frog eyes are bulging out? So they can have a 360-degree view. So they can have a 360-degree view. They can check where the predator is coming from. Yes. So a better vision, a better span of area they can check. That is the 360-degree view that is being bulged. Plus, like when we go for swimming, like if you are swimming in a pool or a water body, you cannot open your eyes because swimming pool water contains chlorine or some dirt is there in the outside water that might cause burning sensation in your eyes. So frog also need to protect their eyes. So frogs also have eyelids. Frog has the upper and lower eyelid. They have the upper and lower eyelid like us. Upper eyelid, lower eyelid, like it's there. Frog has one more eyelid, a lateral eyelid, a transparent lateral eyelid. You can see this. Do you see this transparent eyelid here? Do you see this transparent eyelid? What this is called as? Nictitating membrane. Nictitating membrane. The C is silent actually. The C is silent. So nictitating membrane we say. Some people say nictitating membrane. It is nictitating membrane. So you can pronounce whatever it is. You should know the answer. That's it. Okay. Nobody is judging your English here. So nictitating membrane covers the eyes while they are in water. So upper eyelid, lower eyelid undi. One more eyelid, lateral eyelid, that is the nictitating membrane. Am I clear? We also have it. We also had it. Had. We also had it. Today the remnant is there here. In the corner of the eye, there is the remnant there. And that will be called as the plica semilunaris. What will be called as? Plica semilunaris. That is the remnant of the nictitating membrane in our eye is also there. So our ancestor also used to go in the water and swim. So we also had a transparent protective covering on our eyes, a natural goggle to protect your eyes. Am I clear? So eyes are bulged, covered by nictitating membrane that protects them while in the water. And on the either side of the eye, behind the eye, there is a drum-like structure, a thin membranous drum-like structure. On the either side of eyes, a membranous drum-like structure called as the tympanum, which will receive the sound signals. Which will receive what? Sound. So see, behind our eyes, ear are there. Here also, behind their eyes, eardrum is there. They don't have external ear pinna auditory tubes. They have directly eardrum. This eardrum vibrates on receiving the sound signal. So when the sound waves are hitting this tympanum, it will vibrate. It will vibrate. See, something which we are not using, it becomes vestigial. Like we used to have a tail. Our ancestor used to have a tail. But now we have a tailbone. Vestigial structure, yes? So this also becomes vestigial. So tympanum receives the sound signals. Like if you know, your eardrum is also there. Your eardrum also vibrates on the sound vibrations. Sound waves are coming, your eardrum vibrates. It is connected to the ear ossicles, malleus incus stapes. That will give the signal to the internal ear part, the semicircular canals and the cochlea. The cochlea is connected with hair-like sensitive structure which is connected to the nerves. So basically here, the sound waves, okay, the sound waves are then hitting your eardrum, tympanum. Tympanum connected to the nerves, it gets converted into an electrical signal. Action potential is generated. That signal goes to the brain and sound is being heard. So frog also has an ossicle. Frog doesn't have all the three ossicles, malleus incus stapes. It has a one single ossicle, columella is there, not required for our syllabus, but one single ossicle is there. That is giving signal to the hair-like papilla containing structure that is connected to the nerves that is sending signal to the brain. That's how they are able to receive the sound. Am I clear? And receiving sound is very important because the whole mating and reproduction is dependent on the sound. Yes or no? Male is producing a lot of sound, croaking, mating call is given. That is heard by the female. So that's why they cannot go deaf. Am I clear? Next. Next. Talking about what is next? Now talking about their forelimbs and hind limbs. So please observe the forelimb and hind limb. Let's observe the forelimb and hind limb. Forelimb is having how many digits? Forelimb is having how many digits? 4 digits. Hind limb is having how many digits? Hind limb is having how many digits? 5 digits. Yes. Are they showing claws? Can frogs scratch you? Can a frog scratch you? No. They don't have claws. Claws ledu. Claws ledu. Okay. Now tell me, claws is seen in reptiles, birds and mammals. Claw. Claw is seen in reptile, birds and mammals. In amphibians, there is no claws. Okay. So they cannot scratch. Next. So frog, you can keep it as a pet, no problem. Next. Which is longer and muscular? Forelimb is longer or hind limb is longer? Which is longer, tell me? Which is longer? Hind limb longer or forelimb longer? Are you can clearly see here. See, this guy has extended himself completely to show you. Hind limbs are longer, forelimbs are shorter. In our body also the same thing. Is your forelimb and hind limb of equal length? Is your forelimb and hind limb of equal length? No. Forelimbs are shorter, hind limbs are longer. Hind limbs, here chinna muscles, bicep, tricep, chinna muscles. In the legs there are quadriceps, hamstring muscles, glutes, very big muscle, calf muscles. So our lower leg is more muscular, their hind limb is more muscular. Am I clear? And that muscularity is required because the thrust for jumping, leaping, swimming, that force has to be generated from the lower leg. That's why their hind limb is very large and muscular as compared to forelimbs. And one more thing, last thing, webbing. Do you see my finger here? This is my thumb here and this is my index finger. You can see here there is webbing. Do you see the webbing here? Webbing. So between the finger, a thin membranous structure is there. That is called as the webbing. In frog, their hind limb shows webbing. In where you see the webbing? In frogs, you will see hind limb showing the webbing. Read. Feet. Now feet is nothing but hind limb. Feet is nothing but hind limb. Okay. Have webbed digits that help in swimming. So you can see the webbing is here. Does the forelimb digits have any webbing? Forelimbs do not have any webbing. You can make a note. Forelimbs do not show any webbing. Hind limb shows the presence of webbing. Webbing is only seen in the hind limbs, that is used for swimming. Sometime you have seen Discovery or National Geographic Channel, the scuba divers, they are wearing something on their leg. That also appears like a big webbed digit-like things. Yes or no? Yes or no? For swimming, they are wearing some gear. Okay, the swimming gear they wear. Sometime on hand also we can put so that our palm surface area increases and swimming is easy. So here they have the natural webbing. And one more thing, there is one old PYQ. The amount of webbing on the hind limb is equivalent to time spent in the water. Yes, the more time the frog spends in water, the more webbings will be developed. Okay, so if the frog is swimming a lot, mostly in water, webbing developed will be more. Some question is there. Old PYQ, you might get in some reference book. Okay, done? Come on. Morphology, I can say we are done. Last part is pending. Sexual dimorphism. Okay, so tell me, this is male frog or female frog in front of you? Is this a male frog or a female frog? Tell me, who is this? Male, female? Tell me. So frog Sexual dimorphism. Frogs exhibit what, guys? Sexual dimorphism. What is the meaning of sexual dimorphism? Sexual means sex. Di means two. Morph means external morphology. So the differences between the male and female of a species. The difference in the morphology of male and female. Like in male and female, I can say functional mammary glands are only seen in human females, not in males. Broader pelvic girdle I can see clearly in females, not in males. Males are not having the child. They are not carrying the child for 9 months. Am I clear? A lot of hairs on the body. A lot of hairs on the body. Who are hairy? Males or females? Males are hairy. They have more body hair. So these are some external morphology which can differentiate the male and female. So the differentiating factor between the male and female body is the sexual dimorphism. It can be seen in the frog also. Am I clear? So let us talk. See. Imagine on one hand I am having male frog. One hand I am having female frog. Okay? One hand I am having male frog. One hand I am having female frog. I am holding them. Who will produce the croaking sound? Male will produce the croaking sound. Female will produce the croaking sound. Both will produce croaking sound, or only male will produce it? Who will produce the croaking sound? Tell me. You are saying male. So you think male frogs are very lucky that their females are always quiet? So male frogs should be very happy na, that females are full mute, no problem, full chill life. Is it like that? No. Both will produce sound. Now come on, let us clear the misconception. Some students are having misconception. Male frog will also produce sound. Female will also produce sound. Female will produce lower voice. The croaking sound of the female will be very low voice, low intensity. Male will produce a louder, amplified sound. So sound will be produced by both of them. So male plus female both produce sound via vocal cords. Via which cords? Vocal cords. So male, female both produce sound via vocal cord. So male frog is not that lucky. Yeah, but some lucky because female cannot shout on them. So female frog can produce sound, but आराम से, ठीक है ना? Smaller voice, small croaking. Okay? And male can produce a larger sound, amplifying sound. So male has to attract the females. So male in the rainy season, you can see the male frog. This is male frog. And it is showing large vocal sac. It is to amplify sound. To amplify the sound. That is to make it louder. Louder sound, louder sound. So in the rainy season, you hear, you are in your home and nearby some field is there. You can hear the croaking sound. Yes, irritating it becomes sometimes. Your focus goes on that sound continuously. So that is the mating call produced by the male frog via their vocal sac. So vocal cord is present in both male female. But vocal sac, they fill it with the air and they push it through the vocal cords and the sound will be produced a larger value, amplification of the sound. Am I clear? So vocal cord present both male and female. So be careful. Sometime examiner tricks you because it is not given in NCERT, but you should understand this. So male, female, both can produce sound via vocal cords. However, male frog only has vocal sacs. Only male frog will have the vocal sac to amplify the sound to make it louder. Am I clear, everyone? And that is the mating call. Are we clear? So male frog can be distinguished from the presence of sound producing vocal sac and also a copulatory pad. Another thing, another distinguishing criteria. Also a copulatory pad on the first digit of the forelimb, which is absent in female frogs. So frog forelimb has how many digits? Frog forelimb has 4 digits. Okay. Now during mating or rainy season, breeding season, rainy season, you can catch some male frog. Okay. They are little larger, bigger size. They will not do anything to you. Okay. A little bit they can bite because they have some teeth. Okay. So they can just bite. So if you find a male frog, catch a male frog and look at the first digit of the forelimb. Okay. On the first digit, you will see a pad-like structure. The first digit will see a pad-like structure. So in male frogs, on the forelimb, the first digit will have a pad-like structure. That is called as which pad? It is called as a copulatory pad. So here there is no such copulation going on in the frogs. The reproduction is very simple. The female frog is sitting. The male frog comes from the behind. And it just presses the belly of the female frog. Are you getting me? It's like the male frog is hugging from behind. Male frog is hugging from behind and pressing the belly of the female frog. The belly of the female frog, the abdomen, is filled with lot of eggs. Lot of eggs. Eggs are very large size as compared to the sperm of the males. So female is sitting, male frog will come from behind and male frog will embrace the female frog. It will hug from behind basically. And using the copulatory pad, the male will press the belly of the female frog. As the female belly is being pressed by the copulatory pads, what is going to happen? The female will lay the eggs out. At the same time, male will also release the sperm in the water. Again, sperm will be in the water. It is also called as a spawning. It is also called as spawning. S-P-A-W-N-I-N-G. Spawning. And then the egg and sperm will be in the water. So fertilization is going to happen in the water, external fertilization. And see, yes, correct, external fertilization outside the body. So copulatory pad is only seen in breeding season, because during breeding season, the testes, they start secreting more testosterone. Due to that testosterone, the copulatory pad further develops. So copulatory pad will be developed by testosterone. Testosterone is only coming from testes. Testes is only in male frog. So copulatory pad will be only developed by male frogs on their first digit. Am I clear? That's all. So that is your sexual dimorphism points. I hope you have understood now. So based on this, or when you see now male frog do not have eggs in their abdomen. Male frog do not have eggs in their abdomen. Male frog have a narrow abdomen. Female frog have a broader abdomen. Female ka thoda abdomen bada hai. Okay? Because they carry the eggs. Male abdomen will be little narrower. Are we clear? You can relate with the pelvic girdle, human, narrow, female, broader. Okay? Next. Now we will talk about anatomy. Are we clear with the morphology? Now let's talk about anatomy. What is anatomy? Anatomy is study of which structure? Anatomy is the study of internal structures. So in internal structure, the body cavity of the frog shows what? It accommodates different organ system: digestive, circulatory, respiratory, nervous, excretory. Okay? Yes, after breeding season, it will reduce. The copulatory pad will reduce. And the first system we are going to study is, which one? Tell me. We are going to study the digestive system. So before the digestive system, there is a diagram given on the NCERT. Okay. So quickly see the diagram. A labeling based question they might ask you, some diagram based question they might ask you. So there is a 3-chambered heart here. They have shown the liver, dark brown color liver. We have the gallbladder, a pair of lung is there. There is a pair of kidney. On the kidney there is fat bodies. As I told you, the fat body will be used in the hibernation estivation period. Then from the kidney, what is coming out? Ureter is coming out. Where it is opening? In the urinary bladder. Yes. Then we are having the esophagus. From mouth, there's buccal cavity, pharynx opens into esophagus. Esophagus is going into stomach. Stomach opens into the intestine. Intestine lastly opens into the rectum. And from rectum, it will open in the cloaca. Cloaca is a small chamber. Cloaca is a small chamber. Opening of the cloaca is called cloacal aperture. Okay? So cloaca is a small chamber. Remember this. Cloaca is a small chamber. Opening outside of the cloaca will be called as the cloacal aperture. Sir, in this weekend only frog portion of zoology is there. Most probably, yes, space exam is there. So frog is there till endocrine system. Okay. Frog syllabus is there till endocrine. Nothing else is there. Okay. Come on. So once the diagram is done, let us talk about the digestive system. What is the digestive system made of? The digestive system is made up of two things. Like if I talk about our digestive system also, it is made up of two things. Alimentary canal, from mouth to anus, alimentary canal. Second, digestive glands. Which are the digestive glands we are having? In the mouth, we are having salivary glands. Yes, salivary glands are there in the cheeks, opening in the mouth. Then we have the stomach, gastric glands, liver, bile juice, pancreatic juice, enzymatic secretion. Intestine also secretes juice, intestinal juice. These are the juices which help in digestion. Frog. Do frog eat rice, roti, chapati? Are they eating that? No. So they don't have a carbohydrate dominant diet. They might get some carbohydrate, but they don't have a carbohydrate diet. Your salivary gland secretes salivary amylase. Our salivary gland releases salivary amylase. Am I clear? So frog salivary gland ledu. You can note that. Salivary gland is absent in the frogs, not needed. So digestion, where it begins? Begins from stomach. In frog, the digestion will begin from stomach. Mouth, nothing. Mouth, there is a tongue. You can see a selfie of the frog. Frog is smiling in front of you. So frog has a bilobed tongue. You can see two lobes are there. Bilobed, muscular, protractable, elastic, recoilability is there. It can snap out and snap in the tongue. That is the bilobed muscular tongue. And plus, on the maxilla region. On which region? Maxilla region. Maxilla region, backwardly oriented teeth are there. On the maxilla area of the frog, there will be teeth. Okay, not need to write, just understand for your understanding. So on the maxilla there are teeth, maxillary teeth. They are backwardly directed. So once they snap the insect in their mouth using their bilobed tongue, it will not be released out. And again, I think so, muscular bilobed tongue is not given in the NCERT line. It is probably given in the summary only. Again, bilobed tongue is not mentioned directly in the NCERT. It is probably mentioned in the summary. You can cross check. Okay. So digest consists of two parts. What are the two parts? Alimentary canal and digestive glands. Alimentary canal and digestive glands. Alimentary canal is very short. See, herbivores, you compare their alimentary canal. Like take a cattle, cow or buffalo. When you take a cow or buffalo, their alimentary canal is 10 times larger than body size. So is a cow of X length, cow is of X length, let's say. The cow's alimentary canal will be 10x. Why? Because herbivores require more time for digestion. Their diet is veggies, cellulose rich diet. Cellulose is very difficult to digest. They eat, they again ruminate, again chew, again put it in. They have extra parts in their digestive system, omasum, abomasum, along with the stomach and intestine. Extra parts are there, which helps in further digestion of the food. Whereas you see in carnivores, like we are omnivores, let's say, or you say carnivores. Carnivore, as per their body size, their alimentary canal is 3 to 5 times larger. Like if I am 6 feet, alimentary canal will be around 30 feet. From mouth to anus, if I remove everything, okay, small intestine, large intestine, colon and all, 30 feet will be there. So 5, 6 are 30, some 6 times. But compared to herbivore, smaller length of alimentary canal is there in carnivore. Carnivore, they require short alimentary canal because digestion of carnivore food, the meat and all will take a lesser time as compared to the cellulose part of the plants. So alimentary canal is short because frog are carnivores. This line is multiple time asked in assertion and reason question, past AIPMT paper, AIMS paper, NEET paper, our paper, anywhere they are asking this question very commonly. So assertion will be alimentary canal is short. Why? Because frog is carnivore. See, adult frog is carnivore. What about tadpole? What about tadpole? Adult frog is carnivore, eating insect, spider, chinna fish also frog can eat. What about tadpole? What does a tadpole eat? Tell me. Tadpole is a herbivore. It will eat that phytoplanktons, algae and all. Phytoplanktons and algae, that is the tadpole. So tadpole is initially vegetarian. Then it becomes carnivore, adult carnivore. Just make a side note, tadpoles are herbivore. Are we clear? Chalo, chill. And that's why their length of intestine is reduced. Like your small intestine is the longest. Large intestine length is smallest as compared to small intestine. Small intestine, the diameter is smaller. That's why it is called as small intestine. Large intestine diameter is bigger. That's why it is called as large intestine. I hope you know this. Why our small intestine is called as small intestine? Small intestine is called as small intestine not due to length, due to the diameter. Diameter of small intestine is smaller because you have made the villi inside that. You have made the villi. Due to the villi, surface area increased, but the lumen become narrow. So small intestine diameter is narrow. Large intestine colon diameter is big. So due to bigger diameter, large intestine is called as large intestine. In frog, they are carnivores. So they just have duodenum and ileum and rectum. Remaining things they don't have. Jejunum, ledu, colon, ledu. Like we have ascending colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, not in the frogs. Jejunum, not in the frogs. Just a duodenum and ileum and then rectum. Are we clear, everyone? Yes? Moving ahead, come on. Let us talk about now the pathway. What is the pathway? Tell me, guys. What is the pathway? Come on. Starting from where? Come on, tell me the pathway fast. Starting from mouth. From mouth, where we will go? From mouth, we will go to buccal cavity. Buccal cavity will be also called as oral cavity. From buccal cavity, we can go to pharynx. From pharynx, we can go to esophagus. Esophagus is a very short tube. So what is done? Mouth opens into buccal cavity that leads to esophagus through pharynx. Through pharynx. Via pharynx. Like I am driving from Mumbai to Vijayawada. So directly Vijayawada will come, or in between Hyderabad will also come. In between Hyderabad will also come. Yes or no? So here what they are saying, mouth opens into buccal cavity that leads into the esophagus. Buccal cavity leads into esophagus through pharynx. So read carefully. Okay? Some students think like esophagus is coming first, then pharynx is coming. No. Mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus. After esophagus, where it will open? Stomach. After stomach, where? Intestine. In intestine, two parts we will say. Duodenum, then ileum, then rectum. And after rectum into cloaca. After cloaca, outside opening, cloacal aperture. Outside opening, cloacal aperture. So starting from mouth, mouth के बाद buccal cavity के बाद pharynx, after that esophagus, then stomach, then intestine, duodenum, then ileum, then rectum, From rectum, cloaca, small chamber cloaca, and then external opening of the cloaca, cloacal aperture. Are we clear? This pathway, sometimes it is asked in the exam. Okay, so this can become as a question also. Moving ahead. Next, now what does liver secrete? Liver secrete bile that is stored in gallbladder. Bile contain bile salt and bile pigments. Bile salt and bile pigment is there. So liver, when I talk about liver juice, liver secretes bile. Bile contains what? Bile contains bile salts plus pigments. Enzyme ledu. Enzyme is not there. Yes, enzyme is not there. So bile juice is never meant for enzymatic digestion. It is helping us in emulsification of fats, to emulsify the fat. So whatever fat is present in the diet of the frog, to emulsify that fat, to mix it with the juices, you need the bile. Okay? Then pancreas is there. Pancreas is a digestive gland, produces pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice is full of enzymes. It is full of enzymes. It contains the digestive enzymes. All the amylases, lipases to digest lipid, proteases to digest proteins, nucleases, RNAs, DNAs, everything will be coming from where? Everything will be coming from the pancreatic juice. Food is captured by bilobe tongue, I have already discussed. And the real digestion of the food starts from stomach. Stomach has which glands? Gastric glands. Your stomach, my stomach, frog stomach, everyone is having gastric gland. Can you tell me stomach is lined by which epithelium we studied? Previous topic we studied, one epithelium is lining your stomach. Which epithelium lines the stomach? In the chat box. Stomach is lined by one epithelial tissue. What is it? Tell me in the chat box quickly. Hey, squamous epithelium, Naidu. Squamous epithelium will help in secretion. Columnar epithelium. Yes. Majority students saying the right answer. Columnar epithelium. Yes. Columnar epithelium cells, they are modified glandular epithelial cells. They will secrete gastric juice containing HCl, pepsinogen, activated to become pepsin to digest the proteins. And in stomach, there will be partial digestion. In stomach, what there will be? Partial digestion. So partially digested, semi-solid, acidic food formed in the stomach will be chyme. CHYME. Chyme will be formed in the stomach. And from that stomach, that chyme will go to the duodenum for the further digestion and absorption. Are we clear, everyone? So digestion of food takes place by the action of HCl and the gastric juices, enzymes such as pepsinogen, or the activated form I can say pepsin, from the walls of the stomach. From the walls of the stomach. So you already studied walls of stomach, okay, which are lined by columnar epithelial cells. See, some of them are goblet cells. Some of them will secrete mucus. Some of them are the parietal cells or oxygenetic cells. Not in our syllabus. Now we don't study. They secrete the HCl. Some of the cells will be there. They will be secreting pepsinogen enzyme. All these are the columnar epithelial cells. Okay? Are we clear? Moving ahead. Next. Now, in stomach, what is formed? In stomach, chyme is formed. Partially digested acidic food in the stomach is called chyme. It is passed from the stomach to the first part of small intestine, duodenum. Look at here in the picture. From stomach, what is coming? Partially undigested food. Chyme is coming. Chyme is very acidic. We need alkaline solution here. So gallbladder will give bile, 7 to 8 pH. Pancreas will give pancreatic juice, 8 to 9 pH. Both these juices Bile juice and pancreatic juice are highly alkaline juice. From the common bile duct, they are opening in the duodenum. So duodenum receives the pancreatic juice and the bile juice. Bile will help in emulsification of fat, that will help in digestion of fats. Pancreatic juice contains all the other enzymes which will help in the breakdown of the complex macromolecules into the micromolecules. Am I clear? And finally in the duodenum, there will be digestion of carbohydrate, protein and fats. Are we clear with this, guys? Yeah. This is a very rough pathway. In reality, a detailed pathway is little different. Okay, but that is not required. You go as per the NCERT pathway. Am I clear, everyone? Finally, the food gets digested where? Finally, the food gets digested and absorbed where? Duodenum. Final digestion will occur in the duodenum and it will be absorbed also from there. Now, if I take the duodenum cross section, look at this. This is the duodenum cross section. This is duodenum cross section. In this cross section, can you see villi-like projections? Do you see this villi-like projections? You can see this villi-like projections. Here, this villi-like projections you can see na Baba. We studied that small intestine has villi-like projections. Yes, these are the villi-like projections. So what I will do, I will show one outside. Look here. These are your villi. Yes, these one are the villi. Singular will be called as villus. Singular will be called as villus. One single villi, villus. Multiple of them, villi. So there is a folding of the small intestine mucosa layer. Okay, increases surface area. Lumen becomes very narrow. Since lumen diameter becomes very narrow, that's why it is called as small intestine. Okay. Now on this, there will be columnar epithelial cell. On this, there will be columnar epithelial cell with microvilli. There will be columnar epithelial cells with microvilli. On this, which cells are there? Columnar epithelial cells with microvilli. So see, small intestine, it tremendously increases the surface area. Having foldings called as villi, we also have it, frog also have it. On this villi, there are microvilli. Columnar cells having microvilli. Columnar cells are having microvilli brush border appearance. So, final digestion takes place in the intestine, the duodenum. Digested food is absorbed by numerous finger-like folds in the inner wall of the intestine called as villi and microvilli. Remaining whatever food is not being able to digest, the remaining undigested solid waste will pass into rectum. From rectum, it will pass through cloaca, and ultimately from cloaca, it will be thrown out via the cloacal aperture. Are we clear with this? That completes your digestive system. Along with little bit physiological mechanism we studied, that is the digestion of the food. Yes, yes, Naidu, correct. Brush bordered columnar epithelial cells. So here we can say we have completed morphology today. We have completed morphology, yes. And we have completed what? We have completed the digestive system in the frog. Now what is your job? Okay. So students who are having the gym booklet, from your gym booklet, from the gym you can solve question number 27 to 65. Okay, exercise 1. 27 to 65. From question number 27 to 65, these are the gym related questions of whatever we studied today. Practice that. If you don't have the gym booklet with you, you may take any reference book. Okay, but if you have the gym booklet, first solve it. Completely NCERT oriented questions. Your basics will be very clear in that. Any doubt or difficulties, okay, you can send me your doubts. I have already shared the WhatsApp number with you guys. So students who have already enrolled, they can send me your doubts. I will be solving them. Sir, mucus layer decreases the efficiency of cutaneous respiration. No, it doesn't. Mucus is very thin. See, actually, Yogi, I will tell you something. The frog uses cutaneous respiration more for diffusion of CO2 rather than diffusing oxygen. Am I clear? CO2 is highly soluble, 20 to 25 times soluble as compared to oxygen. So if the frog wants to get rid of the CO2 very fast, they will use their moist surface because moist hai na, and CO2 can easily get dissolved and gets dispersed out. So actual cutaneous respiration is less for oxygen intake, more for CO2 release outside. Are we clear? ठीक है? So that's all, guys. Thank you for the class. I will be stopping here. Next class, please read and come. Next class, whatever the next topic is there, respiratory system, circulatory system, just little bit read and come. So you are having some basic understanding. Okay? So that's all. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.